Hi everyone, today we're going to be making a little Chinese stir fry. What I'm showing you here is our basic ingredients for the meal. We have 1 white onion, we have 1 thing of celery, we have half a carton of mushrooms, 3 baby bok choys, a thing of scallions, and 2 heads of broccoli. In addition to this, we also have some stir fry meat, which is a pound. This will feed my entire family of 6, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The key for successful Chinese food is having your oil hot enough. As you can see, I'm not using a wok because not everyone might have the proper tools, so I'm going to show you it's quite capable without proper Chinese technique. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by cooking the onions. As you can see, my onions now have a caramel brown color. I do take them out of the pan at each step to ensure that nothing burns. Next, we're going to move on to the broccoli, as it does take a little bit longer. You might also want to add, besides a little oil in the pan, a little bit of stock just to give a little steam factor if you are needing to speed up the process. So we're going to get the broccoli in there. The broccoli does take about 5 to 10 minutes to cook just to ensure that it is soft. So I'll see you in a few. As you can see, the broccoli has brightened in color and has become soft to the touch, so now it's about ready to be taken out of the pan so we can get the next vegetable cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the onions. Next comes the celery. The celery, the whole point is just to soften it up a little bit. And you'll see that the celery is still crisp and crunchy by the noise. As soon as it does become pliable, we'll go ahead and pull it out because it is going to get cooked once again when we mix everything together with the seasoning. Now the celery is complete, so we're going to mix that with the broccoli and the onions. And the last 2 vegetables we are going to mix together. We're going to do the bok choy and the mushrooms. The scallions are going to be for our fried rice in a few minutes. As you can see, the mushrooms and bok choy are cooking. The bok choy does have a very close similar resemblance to celery, as you can see, but it's a little bit more pliable, more on the cabbage side. So this will just take a minute and then we'll start mixing everything together with the sauces. While that's finishing up, we'll go over the seasonings we're going to use. Most definitely, we are going to use Hoisan soy sauce. That's my favorite brand. And then we are going to use Hoisan sauce, and I usually use Lee Kum Kee brand, and same for the oyster sauce. I do buy it in a larger container due to price efficiency. 1 large container usually lasts me around 2 to 3 months. Oyster sauce I don't use as much, so I just stick with a smaller bottle. While I'm getting the meat ready to cook, I'm going to go ahead and stir up the vegetables. This makes it easier when we're stir frying because all the veggies are already mixed. Remember, the main vegetable that I am cooking with today is broccoli. I forgot to tell you what kind of meat I'm using. Today I'm using stir fry variety beef. The whole reason I'm actually using stir fry is that was on sale this week. If not, I usually just take a skirt steak and cut it up myself. I am always looking for the best deals on meat. That's how I do save pennies around here. Because I'm not multitaskability yet, I have added a few shakes of soy sauce, oyster sauce, and Hoisan sauce, and I am pre-mixing it in the bowl due to lack of space on the stove. I do season it to taste, so I can't give you exact measurements, but I season it as far to where it's not too salty and it's not too sweet, so let me mix it up. And then we're going to put it back on the stove. I did switch to a larger pot, which I will be using to make my rice for fried rice in a little while. But it is going to simmer for probably about 5 minutes to make sure that the sauces are thoroughly mixed. And then I'll plate it up in a nice bowl and put it in the fridge for dinner.